Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is CJ. I'll bring you guys another quick unboxing vid. This time I went ahead and picked up one of the brand new JBJ 45-gallon all-in-one rimless tanks. I know last vid I showed you guys the reef I was breaking down. Well, after some serious considerations, I figured I couldn't be satisfied unless I had me a reef tank. So I went ahead and picked up this bad boy. I got a good deal on Dr. Fox's and Smith's website. And I'll tell you this, on top of buying the tank, I got a random email the next day saying I was a value customer, and they also gave me a free $115 gift certificate to their website. So that was pretty neat. I don't know if anyone's ever gotten that before. I figured it was a sham, so I went ahead and spent it as quickly as I could on a new auto top off, and it got to me as well. So hey, if anyone's dealt with them, that is a neat bonus they give you. Now I did go through a little trouble receiving my tank and stand. Not the website's doing. They could have done a lot better job packing it. I'm kind of surprised the tank actually survived the trip. My stand wasn't so lucky. I'll show you that later in the vid. But they really don't use any kind of packing peanuts or anything. I mean, it literally is just the box the tank comes in with the normal styrofoam as far as the securing it, and then they have another box wrapped outside of it with more styrofoam. That's it. So, you know, props to UPS and the guys for not breaking my tank. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. As you can tell, it came in one piece. Still haven't leak tested it yet, but from what I can tell, no cracks. All the seams look good. So, I'll leak test it later. But the stand, as you can tell, the box is completely beat up. To not to my surprise, like I said, my package got delayed due to the weather. We got like 10 or 11 inches of snow. So, I mean, it pretty much got beat up and transferred everywhere. It went to a different city and came back and all kinds of craziness. But after I got everything unpacked, I actually only end up having damage to one of the doors that I could just paint over. So no cracked boards or anything. I did notice, as far as the screws and all of the parts that come with it, the bag did burst and leaked out of the side of the box. So I am missing a few screws, but all in all, as long as the wood's not broke, I can get screws from the hardware store. As far as the instructions, I will say they're not accurate at all. These instructions really were based on, I guess, an older model. The stand I have now doesn't just use the dials and the screws or whatever you call them. It actually has interlocking pins that go with it to hold it together. So I kind of had to do some rigging myself on putting this stand together. Luckily, it kind of came together the same as some dressers. So if you've ever put a dresser together before, it's similar. So it's not too hard to figure out. But I just want to show you guys what it looks like as far as all the pieces laid out. All right, I was able to finally get the stand together, and I will say it's a lot taller than I thought. But overall, from what I read as far as reviews, with it being flimsy, it does sway a little bit side to side. But I plan on reinforcing it with some brackets. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and reinforce it. But overall, the stand's not too bad. The wood's a lot stronger than I thought it would be. But as far as the tank, pleasantly surprised as far as the way this thing is constructed. Now the tempered glass lids that come with it, they arrived. They were not broken, so they were packed well. Seems like they could have did a better job on the lids, but as far as the overall tank, constructed very well. I would say it's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. It almost is as thick as the 75-gallon I used to have. And as far as the parts, everything seems pretty durable. The lock line, the nozzles here, they just kind of slide right on. I mean, I really don't have any complaints as far as the way that's constructed. Now, the baffle here is it's made of acrylic. It's all black. It's pretty thick. It's secure. It does come with these two media baskets and some biomedia and stuff. I'm not going to be using this, but it's nice for them to include it. And they both came intact. So pretty much nothing was broken in the shipping except for some chipped wood on my door with my with my stand. So I'm ecstatic about that through all the trouble I went through trying to get this tank and the mix up as far as the shipping. But these compartments are a lot bigger than I thought. Back here is about 5 inches from back to front as far as the refugium area. Now, I read that this is supposed to have a built-in refugium. I've seen some people on the smaller JBJs have, the nano lights, the magnet lights in the back. It's impossible on this because the back is all black. It's not clear. It's nothing I can really put on the back to light a refugium. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to do that, but I may end up having to go with the reactor. But as far as the pumps go, it does come with two 265 gallon per hour pumps, which work out pretty good. Now I haven't used them yet. I may consider upgrading that to one pump to cut down on my outlets being used. The other side, get you another media basket. So I'll say there's plenty of room back here. I actually test fitted the Tunzi skimmer, and it actually slides right back in the back. It does fit, so I'll show you guys that unboxing vid later. That's the skimmer I'm going to run on this. Still waiting on some of the equipment to come as well, but as you can see, a little dusty. I haven't ran any water through or cleaned it off. But overall, the construction, I'll tell you, the construction on this thing is really nice. So another thing I'm surprised about is the size. I mean, I measured it. It's 16 inches width as far as usable space that you can scape, 26 inches long and 19 inches high. So, with the refugium in the back taking up 5 inches, that still gives you plenty of room to put escape in here. So, I'm excited to make it do what it do with this tank. So, you guys stay tuned. I'm starting another reef tank. That's right. I was out of the reef tank hobby for about 3 weeks, and then had to get back in. So, other than that, y'all, I'm sorry for being MIA with you guys, but I definitely plan on giving you more updates in the future with this tank. Every new project means an old project is ending. In this case, the Mbuna tank, I finally broke it down. Actually sold them off and broke down this tank and sold it as a nice little package on Craigslist. So, for anyone that was wondering about the Mbuna, I'm sorry to let you guys know I did part ways with them. Like I said before, I only have room for one tank, and I actually made the wrong choice by letting my first reef go. I feel like I should have kept that and let the Mbuna go. So, with that being said, no worries. Definitely going to keep the hobby going. Looking forward to my new build. So you guys stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all be easy.